That's where we getting shut down. And 'cause you wanna do you, so it ain't gonna stop now. No. Get over singing the blues. I say it won't stop now. 'Cause you wanna do you, won't stop now. Get over singing the blues.
If my name was J. Cole, they listen. Or rep the east side for the bloods they mention. My name in the hashtag worse. Follow every move that I make and rehearse. The moves that I make and the bread that I fake. And the lies that I told and the lights that portrayed. And the risks that I take. And the pain I'm ashamed to confess when I'm really laid back in the shade. But ain't nothing worse than a nigga. You could do right, but you rather bang triggers. Some of y'all do it for the gram. Won't drop a stack to look out for your fam. Stand tall for them Kobe, Snoops, and Beyonce's. Creflo dollars, I'm Orion, whatever Dre say. Stand up tall for the LGBTQT, but they won't stand up for you and me or the slain in the streets.
And 'cause you wanna do you, so it ain't gonna stop now. No. Get over singing the blues. I say it won't stop now. 'Cause you wanna do you, won't stop now. Get over singing the blues.
Yeah, we going back and forth like tennis. Miss a shot that citrus. Little boy or girl, no chance for pitching. Even though that's judgment, you crip for blood and riding down that block and get sacked for thugging. Home guns in public, posting pictures stunting. Hard in the bow wow, like it's a lost child. Pots in the box now, went down the wrong out. Tell me how a cage bird sing with no chirp. Next tail, boost the egos and get yourself murked right on side. No lie, steps will come faster than a bullet. Please, lighten speed. We can get by if you lighten speech. Or take heed to the commandments. So people out here dying to the point that their head switch. Forgot who we was, how we lost in the damn field. Low in the damn clear.
That's where we getting shut down. And 'cause you wanna do you, so it ain't gonna stop now. No. Get over singing the blues. I say it won't stop now.
Check. Shalom, Israel. Most High in Christ, bless, happy Sabbath. You know what time it is. Hammer time. Okay, hammer time. I'm Officer Solomon. Who I got with me?
Officer Eliakim.
Officer Lemuel.
Hey, all praise, and we got Soldier Daniel reading. Okay, so look, hammer time. We gonna get it in. Okay, we gonna get it in while the world is in sin. So let's start off with Romans 15:4. Okay, today's topic is going over how these nations have literally put in place systems and secret plots to keep us as consumers, to keep us living paycheck to paycheck, holes in our pockets, etc. You know what I'm saying? Hindering us from building a nation once again. Okay, and we're going to get into that. And a lot of us are going to find out we've been subject to it. We've been victims to this, and we must come out of it. Okay, we must come out of it. We got to stop doing the same things over and over again. We got work to do. Okay, we got work to do. Let's get that.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So the things written aforetime is in the Bible. Okay, this was written for our learning. Read on.
That we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
So we're going to dive deep into the Bible. Okay, let's see what the Bible says about this. I'm gonna bring out how we got into these situations. So this video that we about to play is called The Secret of Selling the Negro. Okay, this was made in 1954. We know this year is 2024. Okay, so there's a lot more that's changed, and it's just gotten better. They've gotten better to manipulate us and put us in these systems and places to, again, like I said, be consumers. Okay, overspenders, spending things that ain't going to help us out as a nation. Okay, and we're going to get into that. But play this until about 3 minutes. Play this till about 3 minutes.
Well, move that over there. Why don't you move it? Why don't you stand there?
You got the level on that, Joe? Hey, how's this video coming through?
Are the lights hot enough?
Don't forget the dolly in close. All right, be sure and stay clear of number 2 camera, and all set. Stand by.
Again, this is 1954. The secret of selling the Negro. Skip forward a little bit. They start talking. Right there.
Hello, I'm Bob Trout. I've got a story here that I think is big, really big, because it's bound to have a terrific impact on business. I'm talking about a new market, a big new market, millions upon millions of new prospects with $15 billion to spend. That's right, I said $15 billion. That's a lot of money, isn't it? The surprising thing is that it's a...
So it says, again, mind you, I keep saying the dates because they're imperative, okay? It's important. 1954, he said 15, how much?
Billion.
$15 billion. Okay, again, this is Esau. These are Edomites that are giving a video to other companies, you know, other Edomites and even other nations that have companies. Okay, they're like, look, there's a market that you can tap into. Okay, this is $15 billion worth of a new consumer. Okay, and that's all the way back in 1954. Okay, first let's get Deuteronomy 28:68. Start at verse 15. Just for people who don't know how we got into this situation in the first place. Deuteronomy 28:15, real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to come upon the Israelites if we did not obey God's commandments. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Black people came over here on slave ships, okay? And also the Northern Kingdom, the Hispanics, they also went into slavery on slave ships as well. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So we were sold to our enemies. That's how we got over here to the Americas anyway, okay? Because we disobeyed God's laws. Okay, and now this is what's starting to happen. Let's get Exodus real quick. Exodus chapter 1 and verse 10. Because this is what they did. After we came over here to spiritual Egypt, okay, they did the same exact things as what Egypt did to the Israelites. Okay, read that.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them.
Read it one more time.
Let us deal wisely with them.
See that? And that's what the Egyptians was doing. When the Israelites were in slavery in Egypt, they said, okay, we got to deal wisely with them. Let's make sure they don't rise up and overtake us and, you know, get better than us. Okay, they're growing exceedingly. We see that they got a lot of potential to end up rising up against us and getting free and all this stuff. Let's deal wisely with them. Okay, and that's what the same thing the white man did to us. There's many different ways that they dealt wisely with us. Today's topic is how we became consumers. Okay, so let's go back to the video.
$15 billion. That's a lot of money, isn't it? The surprising thing is that it's a fresh market, still full of opportunities. It grew up so fast, got so big in a hurry, that few of us realize its scope. Now, these days, nobody's likely to pass up chances to sell. And yet right here in our own front yard, there's a neglected market. There's money waiting to be spent. To get the story of this market, to be able to tell you the secret of selling the Negro, we did a lot of digging. We talked to leading businessmen, to customers, and to salesmen. We went to Washington, D.C. We set up cameras and other key points around the nation. And out of this all, there emerged a story. The story of a new...
So we're going to go to four minutes. But you see how he said we did a lot of digging. Okay, we did a lot of research. This is what he's saying. We did a lot of thinking to see how do we get their money? How do we sell to them? How can we market to them? How can we get them distracted and away from revolting? Okay, all that spending power they got, we gonna end up being able to tap into that. Right. That's what he said. This is what he's saying to you right in front of your face. This is 1954. You got something?
Say that's heavy when you think about the evolution of the Edomite mind over time. Because at first you had Abraham Lincoln, who didn't really want to free the slaves, but he knew that there was other opportunities if he actually freed the slaves. Then you go to sharecropping, where now they're starting to slowly get our money until over time, what do? They destroyed us. They gave us government jobs. And now to this point where they say, you know what? Now these Negroes is ready for us to start marketing to them because their mind is already destroyed by this point in 1954 to where we can start capitalizing other ways. So Esau was playing a long game way back when before we came over here. They knew the way they wanted to destroy us.
Right. Damn. You know, it's also heavy about that. When you think about this video, right? What you say this video was in again?
1954.
1954, right? That's around the same time as Jim Crow, right? So they had black codes, and they didn't want to eat with us. They didn't want us to use their water fountains, but they understood the power of our money. So they started putting things in place to benefit from us, even though they did not want us in the same establishments as them. We couldn't go to the same schools as them, but they wanted our money. So this video is very heavy.
Right. Let's get that in Psalms real quick. Psalm 64:6. He said they set up cameras. Okay, they was not playing no games with us. While we over here lollygagging, we like, oh, we got new money, we got spending power. Right. You know what I'm saying? We finally got better jobs, etc. The white man is like, how can we get that? How can we take that away from them? They setting up cameras. They talking to companies. They trying to see how do we get these Negroes to just buy from us. Go ahead. Also, that's a good point that you brought out. Jim Crow era. Okay, you know, you got the segregation and all that stuff. We in Tulsa and a lot of other places, we had Black Wall Street. We had a lot of black businesses. We was, you know, doing things amongst each other. Okay, and guess what? They was like, we finna stop this. We finna get up in there.
So where do you think they was putting those cameras at? They was putting them in your Tulsa, Oklahomas, in your Rosewoods, all these places before they bombed them.
Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 6. They search out iniquities.
They search out iniquities. This is what they're doing. They're searching out. He just told you what he was doing. Read on.
They accomplish a diligent search.
A what?
A diligent search.
We gonna put cameras. We gonna tap in microphones. We finna really spy on these people to see the mind of the Negro. How do we get into that? How do we get into their pockets? Okay, and again, you know, we read all over in the scriptures, money is a defense. You know, we see, matter of fact, if we can, IT, let's get of what the bishop was talking about the land donation, things of that nature. This is why this is important. If we trying to move things as a nation, we trying to get things done. Yes, it costs money. Guess what? We need to figure out how are we the highest, one of the most highest spending people, right? But yet we ain't got nothing for ourselves. Okay, and then even into this truth, we got to come back and say, okay, am I still, you know, in the world when it comes to this? Am I still a victim of what was made in 1954? We're going to touch that today. But yeah, if you can, pull something up like that. But finish reading that. Is that it on Psalms?
No, sir.
Finish that.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Is deep. It's deep. Like I said, while we just thinking we just, you know, we cool, we, you know, we just getting a little bit better jobs and stuff. What he said, in the video, it's a good video. We're not gonna play all of it, but what he was saying was it's like our income like doubled. It doubled within 10 years. It went to $15 billion. Okay, so while we all having a good time, you know, we just trying to, you know, come up, do our little stuff. The white man is like, we gonna do a diligent search. We gonna get into them pockets. We gonna get that back. So let's go to play at. Yeah, play at 4 minutes.
Ideas, because of out-of-date ideas about how the Negro lives. and how he buys. The truth of the matter is that the Negro lives pretty much the same as other folks. He buys pretty much the same way, too. But just the same, a lot of old doubts and opinions keep cropping up over and over again.
I don't like to do business with Negroes. They're drifters. You can't keep track of them.
Yes, although a lot of people think that way, the truth is that 1 out of every 3 Negro families living in cities today owns its own home. That figure comes directly from the United States Bureau of Census.
Maybe so, but Negroes are poor credit risks.
Not more of a credit risk than any other group. Actually, the Negro homebuyer meets his payments faithfully, often more faithfully than other race groups in the same economic level. That's the information we got from people who ought to know, the National Association of Real Estate Boards.
Well, maybe, but I've always heard that Negroes buy shoddy, poor-quality merchandise.
No, it's just the other way around. According to leading researchers, in proportion to population and income, Negroes buy more quality products than any other comparable United States group. You see, there are a lot of confused notions about the Negro customer.
Pause. So again, they telling you, like, they're literally, this wasn't for us to watch. This was for the companies to, sell to us. Okay, he's saying, like, a lot of the stuff that you think is not true. Okay, we literally consume a lot. We was consuming back then.
Yeah.
But again, this 1954, we was consuming, but yet we still, we had our businesses, we had our houses and everything like that. But what do you think is going to be today?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to continue to be more of a spending power, but it's going to be even less as what we have to show for it. You got something?
I said, that's some heavy stuff, because he said even back then, 1954, remind you, that's really not that far removed from slavery. So we owned our houses at a higher rate than most races. We paid our bills on time. So all these stereotypes and all these excuses that Edomite was trying to make to not do business with us. And you got to realize, even back then, we had a mindset of a great nation. Only you see how far we've fallen today, because today we don't value the same things as they was valuing back then, because it shows in the type of stuff we buy, like you said. So, hey, that's some heavy stuff he was saying right there.
Right. Let's go to 10 minutes and 30 seconds. 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
That actually, in 14 major United States markets, a product cannot be number 1 without Negro support. A product must have the backing of this big...
Hold on, pause. Hey, there's a lot of good stuff in this. You got to watch this yourself, okay? We can't just play the whole thing today. But look, do your research, okay? Play that. What did it just say? Play. It said, listen, you can...
It says a product cannot be number 1 without the Negroes' support.
The product, the company cannot be number 1 without the Negro support. This is crazy. Okay, I'm telling you, like, when you think about it all the way up till today, I'm telling you, it's the same thing. It's the same things. Like, we are destroyed. Okay, we are having all these systems and secret plots to make sure that we are supporting them and not us. Okay, keep playing.
So tremendous that actually in 14 major United States markets, a product cannot be number 1 without Negro support. A product must have the backing of this big new buying power to be a leader in the field. What do you have to sell? Chewing gum or cars? Toothpaste or transportation? Whatever it is, here are millions of prospects, and these prospects are everywhere. Negro customers can no longer be pigeonholed. They cannot be classified as prospects who trade only in certain stores, certain neighborhoods. Today, Negroes shop downtown. They shop in supermarkets. They shop in small neighborhood stores. They'll buy from anyone who wants to sell to them. But we all know that before you can sell to customers, you've got to get to know them. You must understand something about them. What do the Negro customers buy? Why do they buy? How do you sell to them? Let's find out.
See that?
Let's hear the opinion of...
So, look, go back, watch this. Very important, very informative. Okay, you see where they are at. I'm telling you, this from the get-go. Once we started, you know, we was free. Then we got the jobs and everything like that. They was already on top of it. How can we just get that right back? Okay, and that's why you see a lot of us today living paycheck to paycheck, you know, not having nothing. I'm telling you, it's all designed that way. Okay, you didn't just wake up one day wanting the things that you want. You didn't just wake up one day thinking you needed the things that you supposedly need, okay? They market you specific directly to you, the Negro. They know how to market you. They know what you like. They know what you want, okay? And then they're able to program you too at the same time, and we're going to get into that too. But let's go play that the IUIC video. Because, again, all this is very important, y'all. It's very important. Press play.
Get ready, Israel. Join us for the Land Blitz fundraiser, supporting the mission. Make your pledge now through the link on our social media platforms. Mark your calendars for March 2025. We're coming together in Atlanta, Georgia. Have questions? Email social.media@israelunite.org. Donate now at IUIC.nationhood@israelunite.org. Let's unite for the land.
Okay, so that was cool. I want one where the bishop, the general, is speaking himself. So look, again, it's important because we got things that we trying to do amongst our nation, okay? And guess what? If we are still subject to these things of what they put in place, marketing to us, you know, keeping us in the same cycle, you know, paycheck to paycheck, spend this, we need this, we're not able to, you know, fund bigger pictures, okay? We're not able to fund the Matthew 2:13s, you know what I'm saying? Like the Joseph dreams and the Miriams and things of that nature. Because, again, they've put these things in place to take everything from us. Right. Okay? Now, you got something?
Yeah, let me get a scripture real quick. Get Isaiah 42 and let's read verse 22. Isaiah 42 and 22.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith, restore.
So first and foremost, the scripture said, this is a people robbed and spoiled. So if you really examine what we're talking about today, it's how these other nations are robbing us of our income, of our goods, our needs to survive. Because what they're doing, they're putting in marketing schemes, targeting just our communities. So what do? First, you steal their nationality, you steal their traditions, you steal their culture, and now you can feed anything into this people. When you really think about it, why is they use celebrities like rappers, basketball players, and they use these people to push certain brands like when you think about the Gucci's, the Balenciagas, all these high-end fashion brands. They use our people who are not the most educated, who are put in this position because of their covetousness, and now they push it on our people. So now what do you get? You get Negroes that live in the hood that has more value in clothes and cars than they house because we are people robbed and spoiled. This is the game that they play on us, and we don't even realize it. How's it that we making $20 to $25 an hour, but we out here buying Gucci shirts that cost $1,500? That don't make sense. So read that scripture one more time.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes.
Snared in holes. Why we get these loans that we can't afford. We pay for these cars that we can't afford. These houses because we're trying to keep up with the image because of what they're pushing in our face, what the model of success is.
Right.
Go ahead.
Heavy. Get Ezekiel 28 and 3. Ezekiel 28 and 3. Remember, the scriptures say over and over again how they dealt wisely with us, how they do a diligent search. Okay? Read that.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28 and verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel.
This is talking about Esau. Thou art wiser than Daniel. Daniel was wise, very wise. said, "Thou art wiser than Daniel." Who thinks to put cameras in place, spy on people? I gotta see the depths of the Negro's brain. What makes him buy this? What makes him buy that? How can I get this? How can I get him to do that? Okay, what does he really want? You know, all types of stuff to where you will end up getting. Let's get that the one dude, I forgot his name, the rapper. You'll like, have you ever felt? Even I have felt this way before. Okay, because I'm a Negro. They did it to me. So look, you will be in a store and you want to buy something just to make sure that they know, like, you can buy it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ever had that feeling? I don't want to walk out the store without getting nothing. They gonna think I'm poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, they play to your mind. I'm telling you. Watch this. This is foolery. Press play.
We've been in Gucci for about an hour, right? And we in Gucci in the VIP.
We've been in Gucci for like 2 hours.
Right? Since we came in here having nobody came and showed us.
That was diabolical. I don't know if y'all heard that in the background. Dude said, we've been in Gucci for about 2 hours. What you doing in Gucci for 2 hours, bro? What are you really doing? Again, this is something like the brothers is just feeling like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm in Gucci. I just want people to see me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm spending money here. Listen, this is, I think this was like 2020 or something like that. Maybe 2019, somewhere around there. Either way, it was years after 1954. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is us today. Press play.
Right? And we in Gucci in the VIP.
We've been in Gucci for like 2 hours.
Right? Since we came in here having nobody came and showed us no courtesy, no amenities, no nothing. Period. Not even a drink of water. Ask to speak to manager.
Press pause. Again, okay, if this is what's going on, wouldn't you walk out the store then? Would you not walk out the store if you was getting treated unfairly? If you was getting treated poorly, wouldn't you just leave?
Yeah. I was going to say, people that walked out of Walmart for less.
Man.
Yeah, that self-checkout deadly. Remember what happened to Oprah, right? When she went overseas and she was up in that store, right? She got her nigga wake-up call. Did the same thing to my brother Jim Jones.
Press play.
Period. Not even a drink of water. Ask to speak to manager. Send me a black guy out here that start telling me some bullshit. So they got the black guy racial profiling on black people. Ask to speak to manager bigger than him. Everybody disappeared. Ain't nobody come out yet. I still ain't getting no sparkling water. I still ain't getting no champagne. I still ain't getting nothing. I didn't have a salesperson inside of my VIP suite the whole time I was there. I had to keep screaming for VIP people to help me out. Now everybody don't know where the real manager is. You heard? I'm tired of this. We spending all this money as entertainers inside these stores. They hire these black people, and these black people are more racist than white people when they get their job inside of Gucci. All of a sudden, you stop playing with us, bro. Still haven't seen a manager yet. Still haven't seen a manager yet since I'm talking to you right now.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, he don't even understand. He's a victim, okay? He's been programmed. He's been designed to do this right now. How you in there 2 hours, you got all these complaints, and you still there? It's going to get worse. Press play.
Manager yet. Still haven't seen a manager yet since I'm talking to you right now. A manager still hasn't popped out of Gucci. And the bill is like $29,000, but we didn't pay that yet. You heard? Why would we? They still haven't sent a manager or bottle of sparkling water or anything that says that we appreciate your service for being in here in Gucci and spending that bag.
The big one.
The big one. They sent this guy.
Yeah, nah.
What is he possibly going to do? You heard? What is he going to do? Is what I want to know. Still haven't seen a manager. Is there a manager that works here or everybody's just a worker?
All right, so look. All that was cap. Let's be honest. So a lot of y'all don't know, but at the time he made the video, he was already there for 2 hours. Let's do the math. He was in there for 2 hours. He stated that the stuff that they got already at the checkout desk was $29,000
with no help.
with no help, no sparkling water. They sent the Negro to come calm me down. What he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He want to speak to the nice white man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But look, it took him 2 hours to spend $29,000. If you didn't know, he ended up still spending $100,000 at the damn store. Okay, again,
Ain't no way, boy.
it's all that was just talk. He was just so mad that he wasn't getting validation while he was buying it. All this was able to happen because of Esau doing a diligent search. Okay, think their inward heart is deep. Okay, they was able to literally make this Negro do that.
Yeah.
How many of us are there out there like that? You know what I'm saying? How many of us have done some stuff like that? How many little Negroes are there still today that are having the same mindset? Okay, we need to change this. This got to stop. Okay, now.
You know what's heavy about that, officer? Esau from 1954, the one thing they really realized about how to sell the Negro, they realized that selling clout was the most important thing. Because that's the only thing that will have somebody in a store for 2 hours is the clout that they would get from actually being able to buy those commodities. So Esau realized, you know what? These Negroes love status more than they love anything else. So let's sell status. We can sell these Gucci, Balenciaga, all these high name brands because it brings status. I can afford to be in the Gucci store 2 hours of no help with $29,000 worth of stuff just because of status.
Right.
I know you remember, like, back in the day, you had the hat, you kept the tag on it. You know what I'm saying? You had the Jordans, you keep the jump man on the Jordan and things like that. It's the same thing today. That's what Jim Jones at, man. But let me get a scripture real quick. Let me get Sirach chapter 11 and verse 4. Because we do the same things today, right? We go get the what was it, True Religion back in the day. You keep the tag on there so they let you know you spent $200-300 on a pair of jeans. Our people do the same things over and over again, right? Read that for me.
The book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 4. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment.
So it said, the Lord thy God said, boast not of these things, right? And you should be looking for things outside of how you appear, because that's scribes and Pharisees type of mentality. How you appear outwardly to the people, that's how the scribes and Pharisees got down. The Lord thy God said, do not boast of thy clothing.
Bruh. That's the point I wanted to make, is that 29,000 took 2 hours. How long you think he stayed in that damn store to spend 100,000? He was there the whole day complaining and mad till he got his validation from the white man.
Still didn't get no sparkling water.
Yeah, just to stunt on you Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is ridiculous, bro. That's diabolical. You know, keep the price tag on you just so people know, like, you spit that, buddy. Like, you know, and it was fresh. It was new. Okay, yeah, let's get this article real quick. There is something I really just want the title. Yeah, show this and read the title.
Yes, sir. Blavity Inc. The Power of the Black Community. How brands can tap into $1.4 trillion in buying power.
And when was this? Hold on, go up. When was this?
May 17th, 2023.
Bro, remember, in 1954, it was 15 billion. Now is 1.4 trillion. And then go down to the first passage. 69 years. It went up that much. Read that real quick. Just the first one, the first passage.
In recent years, the buying power of the black community has risen significantly. According to a 2020 report via CNBC, black buying power was 1.4 trillion in 2019 and is projected to grow to 1.8 trillion by 2024.
You see that? And we still in the slums, the ghettos, okay? We still somehow last hired, first fired.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We still on Section 8, government food stamps, single parents, broken homes, but yet we still got this much damn money? What's going on? They destroyed us. Right. They destroyed us. We gone when it comes to this. Okay, now let's play the Bishop video. Please, let's play that.
Hey, March 2025, we're going to have a land blitz fundraiser. So what I need you all to do is hit the QR code, whatever that thing is right there, fill it out on all our social media platforms, because we blitzing. We need this land. You got to get this fundraiser done, Israel. I'm trusting you. Get it done.
Cap, what's a land blitz fundraiser? Exactly what it is. We blitzing for the land. One day, with a large goal, we're going to raise the funds for the land. That's my goal. That's my mission, and we're going to make it happen. And I need your help to get it done. There's a link on the Bishop's Instagram and all of our social media. Click on that link and fill it out. What you're going to do is you're going to estimate what amount of donation you can make on this one day. On that day, you can also make random donations. But those of you that are watching this video now, we want to get an estimate of how hard we're going to have to go when we blitz. There will also be an in-house event. Y'all remember the Journey to Freedom? This is going to be bigger and better live from Atlanta. You better get your tickets now, because probably after this announcement, it's going to be sold out. Only 400 tickets. But guess what? All the funds are going to the land. So get it now. Get it now.
Right, all praises. So again, I play that because this was really like kind of what inspired me to make this class and this topic, is because, you know, I was thinking like, so what could hinder us from, you know, just easily getting, you know, land, easily getting a building, you know what I'm saying, easily doing whatever we want in the Lord, even if it costs money, is because of Esau is literally plotting against us, having all these different systems in place, these marketing schemes to hinder us, okay? And it even seeps in to the body, to the truth, to the believer of Christ, okay? But we got to break them strongholds, period. We got to break them. Now, let's get Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
See that? We got to be transformed. We can't be conformed to this world. All these different devices that Satan tries to do to us, we got to say, we're going to go off of what the scriptures say. There's more important things to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we don't have to buy the, you know, the Gucci's and the Louis and stuff like that. It could be little small stuff that we always buying over and over again, over and over again. Then we can't, you know, donate to the land fund now. You know what I'm saying? Then we can't do alms now. Now we can't, you know, contribute to a higher purpose. Okay? So again, we have to renew our mind, because each and every one of us has been indoctrinated by this 1954 video. Okay? We've all been programmed. So let's get the next one. Let's play that. Let's play that video real quick. We ain't got a lot of time.
With at least one of my watches, rollies and posses. I'm so self-conscious. That's why you always see me with at least one of my watches. Rollies and posses then drove me crazy. I can't even pronounce nothing. Pass that for Stacy. Then I spent $400 on this, just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. And I can't even go to the grocery store without some shoes that's clean and a shirt with a team. It seems we live in the American dream, but the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest things for the road to riches and diamond rings. We shine because they hate us, floss because they degrade us. We trying to buy back our 40 acres. And for that paper, look how low we a stoop. Even when I'm in my Benz, I'm so self-conscious.
So look, this is what we seeing today. That it's poetry. You know, he's telling a story, and that's real life to us today. Okay? we like you said, I just went and spent $400 on this just to tell, somebody you ain't up on this. You see the price tag. I left it on there for you to look.
Trying to stun on you.
Yeah, just want to stun on people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we come to. But when it comes to, giving to a good purpose, now all of a sudden, no, we ain't got that. You see what I'm saying? It's all mental. It's all mental. And we've been programmed like that. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. We got to play this one.
Even what's heavy about that, too, like Kanye can say that, but still turn around and sell his products for the same amount of money that he's rapping about. And our people still fall for it. That's how you know you in the trick bag. He could tell you that's what you going to do, and then you still do it.
Damn. Press play.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man, no problem, man.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah, man. Motherfucking Bentley, man. I ain't never had a Bentley, man. Look, catch this motherfucker, man. Yeah, last year I had a raglan Cadillac, man. For real, man. Yeah, baby mama, come here, man. Motherfucking Bentley, man.
How did you get these?
I ain't pay $8,000 down. I put all the income tax money on this bitch, man. Get in, baby mama.
Hold on, you put what?
Get in.
You put all my money.
Come here, get in.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Hold on, what the fuck?
I'm with it, man.
Bro, you put all my money on this?
Yeah.
I thought you come up there. We're not getting this.
What?
I thought
we
you come
getting this
up there.
motherfucking.
All right, so pause. So look, now this is a skit, you know what I'm saying? But we know somebody who's done that.
Every year.
You damn right. Every year that income tax check comes, okay? And you got baby mamas, baby daddies, okay? You got all these little children going around, so you getting the big tax return, okay? And what do? Get a new Chrysler 300. You know what I'm saying? Like you get a Charger or something. This dude, he said he went and got a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing. Meanwhile, you still living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? You still behind on bills, but once you get that check, I'm about to stun on them. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy.
Go pay Rent a Center off for a little bit.
Bruh, this is ridiculous. Let's get that in Micah 2:1 real quick. Micah 2:1.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity.
See that? Devising iniquity. Read on.
And work evil upon their beds.
Evil upon their beds. When they sleeping, they be thinking, how can I? They stay up all night. How can I destroy the Negro? Read on.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
They practice it. And now we've been seeing some results. Live results on the television. Okay, the brother was in the Gucci store for hours and was not happy with the service, but yet still spent 100 racks. Okay, read on.
Because it is in the power of their hand.
Again, we came over here on slave ships. Okay, we subject unto them. And they dealt wisely with us. They sought out all types of different iniquities and plans. And they said, this is how we going to get them. This is how we going to get them. And they've been doing a hell of a job. They've been doing a hell of a job. Now, is this yours?
No.
Let's see. Let's go to,
I did have one, though, to back you up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go pull up that other article that I put in the channel. The one that says the power of the black community. Yep. Read that title real quick.
The power of the black community. How brands can tap into 1.4 trillion in buying power.
Okay, so go down. We read a little bit of this, but go down. I want to show you something. No, that's not the right one. It's not the right one. It's not the right one. It's another one I put in the channel. Yeah, that right there. Read that.
Unlocking the full potential in fashion for black consumers.
So we just talked about how we are the lead consumer in some of these big brands, right? Go down. Read that first paragraph right there.
By definition, fashion, particularly apparel and shoes for mass market and luxury consumers, is culturally and personally significant.
So it's significant. Why? Because we as black people, we like to dress and look better than the conditions that we living in. Read.
For black American consumers, fashion signals taste as well as personal and cultural identity. As such, black Americans have long set and influenced broader tastes and trends in fashion.
Here's the point. Read.
The black consumer is also economically significant.
We heard that in that article earlier where he said in order for a brand to succeed, they must have the black dollar, right? Read.
Our analysis suggests that black consumers spending on apparel and footwear will grow by about 6% a year to 70 billion in nominal dollars by 2030.
It says it will grow 6%. Watch this. Read.
This will be part of the total of 445 billion in nominal dollars that our survey data suggests will be up for grabs from 2022 to 2030.
So they know black people are so covetous from 2022 to 2030, it's going to be 445 billion up to grab. Who you think they're going to be marketing to? That's going to be your Nikes. That's going to be all these brands. They're going to use black faces like they always do because that's how black people feel comfortable. If somebody look like me promoting this, I'm going to go out and buy it. These people have been playing on us this whole time and we don't realize it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Speaking of that, because you made a statement about Nike, right? Get Judith real quick. Get Judith chapter 5, and then pull up that about the who Nike is. Because we idolize shoes. You have thousands and thousands of Jordans. You have thousands and thousands, whatever shoe you particularly like. You would stack that shoe up, knowing you only got 2 feet, but you would have 1,000 pair of shoes, right? So these things that we get snared in, and they do these things, and when does mostly Jordans drop, right? They drop on the Sabbath. Saturday morning. So not only are you breaking the Sabbath, but now you putting the shoe above God. You in idolatry also. But this is who you really serving when you collecting shoes like that. Read that.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, and verse 20?
Yeah, read 20.
Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
So you wonder why the black-on-black crime is the way it is? You wonder why we have single-parent households? You wonder why we look at each other the way we do? It's because we are in sin, and it all goes back to the secret plots that we touched on in the beginning of the class. And let's this is one of them right here. Read that. Nike. Read the goddess Nike.
Nike, Greek goddess. Nike in ancient Greek religion, the goddess of victory, daughter of the giant Pallas and of the infernal river Styx. Nike probably did not originally have a separate cult at Athens.
So the god Nike, the shoe Nike, the brand Nike is set up after the goddess Nike. So when we idolize these things, we're trapped up in idolatry, which does what? It keeps our nation at the bottom of society. That's why we can't get ahead. It goes back to Deuteronomy 28 with the curses that you brought out early in the class. So you got to know what you're doing and who you're serving. And you got to know the snares that are out there for you so you can avoid them. And that's what we're giving you right now. We give you the tools of success to avoid the snares and getting trapped up in this stuff right here.
Yep. Matter of fact, get that video since you brung it out. I think there's a video talking about sneakers. Not that one. That one. Play that real quick, and then give me 1 Ezra 5 and 72. And then I want Haggai 1 and 6.
Sense, but I don't think I could live without it.
Press pause. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what we doing now. Okay, there's our thousands of Negroes that have this at their house. Okay, again. Like you said, they tapping in to that buying power. You know, we end up gonna get raises and more money. They saying, look, there's millions, billions of dollars up for grab between 2022 and 2030. And guess what? They gonna find a way to get it. Yep. Press play. Play the whole thing.
Not in a literal medical sense, but I don't think I could live without it.
Look at this.
So I'm addicted to this.
We can't live without it. Anyways, let's go to Ezra. Read the scripture, man.
1 Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 72. But the heathen of the land, lying heavy upon the inhabitants of Judea.
See that? The heathen upon the land lying heavy upon us. Just like now today. They lying heavy upon us. The heathens. Okay? They come up with all these things. They lying heavy on us. Read on.
And holding them straight, hindered their building.
They did what?
Hindered their building.
Okay, and again, a part of hindering us is making holes in our pockets. I'm telling you, that's part of it. It's hindering us. Okay, read on.
And by their secret plots.
Their what?
Their secret plots.
Cameras everywhere. Okay? Asking everybody. So, when the Negroes come to your stores, what do they like? You know, what is it that they want? How do they buy? What does their wife want? What do their children want? Read on.
And popular persuasions.
Popular persuasion, marketing. They're persuading you to do these things. Why do we think it's cool for the whole wall to be filled with shoes that you don't even wear? Why do we think it's cool to be in the Gucci store for 4 hours and spend $100,000 on people that hate you? Read on.
And commotions. They hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived.
See that? They hindered the finishing of the building for years. Okay? We can't let that happen. We can't let that happen because they doing the same thing to us. Even us that are in the truth. Okay, they doing the same thing to us. They don't want us to donate to no land fund. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to donate to no little sanctuary. They don't want us to donate to no Booster Club or Ezra Plan. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to donate to none of that. We want to get that, like you had in that article. Now, Haggai 1:6 real quick.
The book of Haggai, chapter 1 and verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Again, Haggai is around the same time as what we just read in Ezra's. Okay, secret plots, popular persuasions to hinder the building. Okay, read it one more time.
Ye have sown much and bring in little.
So this was the thought even back then. Again, Esau, they look at everything. They figure stuff out. They do a diligent search. They was like, so how did they end up being like that during the Persian captivity? Okay, how did it hinder them? Oh, okay, we're going to implement that here in Babylon the Great then. Read on.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Right, very covetous spirits out here. Very covetous. Read on.
And he that earneth wages.
He that earneth wages. We're talking about spending power now. Read on.
Earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
And right under the hole of your bag is Esau like this. They taking it all. They taking it all, boy. Hey, popular persuasion, they marketed you. They knew everything about you. Okay? And they know how to get it. As soon as you get a raise, they got a raise. You understand? I'm telling you. Hey, go to this video real quick. It's the one. Nope, not that one. Not that. Is it that one? It's about black women. Yeah, I think it is that one. Yeah, press play.
And that's funny though, because it said in a bag with in a pocket with holes in it, right? If you think about America, America is a country that we already know at the end is going to be completely burned. And there's going to be no remembrance left of this place. So why are you putting in your money in a place that it's not going to benefit you and at the end is going to be burned down?
Let's go into that American dream ideology, right? The white picket fence, things like that. Why are you trusting these things? Why are you trying to get these things when ultimately it's going to what? Burn, like the officer said. That American dream is not. It's not the best thing you want to be. It's not where you want to be. Their mindset should be on things opposite of that.
Right. Trusting in oppression. We good? Yeah, press play.
It's interesting, right? If you look up, the biggest consumers in America specifically are usually women. And if we gave you more specific, it's usually black women. Black women are the biggest consumers in America. Also, black women consume social media more than any other ethnic group of people in America. You know, people look at the data and they're seeing like, okay, well, black women are spending the most. Let me cater or pander to their emotions because they are quick to spend the money. So again, there is an incentive there. And even with churches, there's some churches that they look around and their congregation is mostly, if not all women. You know, I just seen Megan Good ex-husband talking about.
But you don't hear Eve coming into the earth saying, where's my man? Adam was the one who was broken. Eve came into the earth whole. Society wants women to believe you're broken if you're not with somebody. But God says the woman came into the earth complete, not seeking or needing anyone.
He's pandering because his
He trying to get Make It Good back. He ain't slick.
Bro, the Negro is a phenomenon, okay? And that's a whole nother class right there, okay? We got to end up cutting it short. But I was about to go into how it was Esau, you know, and then they was able to literally manipulate us and change us and program us to do it amongst each other, okay? And have us still, it all goes back to them. It all goes back to them. I'm telling you, it all goes back to Babylon the Great. All these other heathen nations, it all goes back to them. The big hole in your pocket, there goes the other nations just eating it all up, okay? Y'all got something? We finna close out. Okay, next up is Fix Your Face. Lord's will, y'all got something of this. Okay, we must come out of these traps, these snares, these holes, okay? And we must donate to the land.
Right.
Fundraiser, you understand?
That's right.
Okay, let's patch them holes up. Okay, patch the holes up. We don't need everything that they say we need. Okay, we trying to actually do stuff now. All right, so again, I'm Officer Solomon.
Officer Eliakim.
Officer Lemuel.
And that's Hammer Time, y'all. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless. Happy Sabbath.
So we be prophesying in the music. This is my favorite group right now, you know.